What we can see of the ball appears to be teed up and ready to go. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led out by a man who started more Super Bowls than anyone in NFL history, the great Tom Brady.
I can't help but admire the career Tom Brady has had. The numbers are off the charts. The Super Bowl championships and rings, we know that they are incredible. But how about the durability? Had one season that he missed, most of that season because of a knee injury. The rest of the time, he answers the bell and wills his team to victory more times than not. And we keep hearing from people who are waiting to see the drop-off in his play. I'd quit worrying about it. I'd quit looking for it. He says he wants to play until he's 45. Is there any reason to doubt him? His skills have shown no sign of declining.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. And now we take a peek at the Patriot offense.
Let's be honest about everyone in the NFL competes, but Julian Edelman, he really competes. Transitioned from a college quarterback to a slot receiver in the NFL, and he thinks that no one can cover him just by sheer force of will.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Goes underneath here to White. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 3rd down. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Linebackers still often control defenses, and C.J. Mosley does exactly that for his. A Pro Bowler 3 of his first 4 years. Not only can he run and hit, he diagnoses plays so well, feels them out, and makes sure his team is organized and in the right spot on each and every snap.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. On play action, now Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Brady to Gronkowski, cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
20.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it here. This is James White. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Over the middle, Dorsett. And all the way inside the 50. 13 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. To throw, it's Brady. And a dump off to White. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White from 13 yards out. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
And that one gets blocked. There's simply nothing simple about trying to execute the PAT in some snow.
No, absolutely not. We saw Exhibit A of it right there.
You know, one thing is going to be happening in the game now. The analytics side is going to get involved about what it takes, what the percentages are in the snow, what it's going to be like in the rain. All those things are going to come into play. You may see people decide to go for 2 more often if you have inclement weather.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, at Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
Allow me a second here to gush, because in his college career, the only player in NCAA history to rush for over 1,500 yards and pass for over 3,500 yards in a season, and he did it twice.
That's pretty good.
That's really good. Yet he only won the Heisman Trophy once.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And a nice gain at 21 yards. 1 quarter down. It's a close game here early on. We're back to Baltimore after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Jackson on first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
To throw again is Jackson. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And now running right through it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got it first and goal at the 7. They go play action with Jackson. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Alex Collins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. So Brady and the Pats take over first and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. Brady now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a second down. Now Brady again. Looking sideline, incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Again, it's Brady. Allen has it, left side. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They've got the lead, and certainly a big reason why some of these catches we take a look at right now.
And I've seen it so many times that when units start to play really well, they feed off of each other and play even better. And they're making every catch possible. Contested, non-contested, easy, difficult, big-time plays. And right now, that's why their team's in the lead. Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Now Jackson on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. Skirts by him at the 35. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown, 42 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Allen's got it over the middle. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
20! Wait 20! Yeah!
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Wait 20!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And that is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep to return is Cyrus Jones. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult, and it's not likely to get better anytime soon. As we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Now let's go.
Now Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
3-19. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3-19. 3-19.
Jackson now off the bootleg. Blitz coming, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a play fake. Brady. And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jones. Oh, good move. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Let's go! Blue landing! Blue landing!
Jackson on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
Jackson. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Again, Jackson drops it underneath for Collins. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
On 2nd down, Collins. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. This is about what you'd expect. Defense selling out to stop the run. Pretty good on first and second down.
Yeah, you're no longer really worried about making sure you're holding up the offensive lineman as a defensive lineman. Now you're just about getting in gaps. You're trying to get upfield, penetrate, and make a play on the football, especially, before the running back really gets control of it. That's what you're doing. You're also bringing the linebackers in to jam the line of scrimmage, and a safety or two is going to be there as well.
That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Here's Jackson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Brady will try again on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Now it's Patterson. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call.
Holding, receiving team.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Brady now on first down. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Brady throwing on second down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Brady, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. Brady to throw again. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On play action, now Brady. Open man, it's Allen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And 26 seconds now as the spike comes in. Again, it's Brady. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Brady again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Brady, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry.